Hello and welcome to Concepts of Cloud. In this video, we will create a VPC and subnet inside this VPC. A virtual private cloud is the logical division of cloud service providers' public cloud architecture to support private cloud computing. So let's say we want some private cloud computing and this red box is public cloud provider. That provider can be AWS, GCP, Azure or something else. So when we logically divide this cloud provider's public architecture, it will become VPC. So this green box and this orange box is the logical division of this red box. So this green box and this red box can be termed as different VPCs. In this video, we will try to create this architecture. We will create this VPC and inside that VPC we will create two subnets in two different zones. So subnet is the logical division of VPC. Means when we divide VPC logically, it will become subnets. So this is one subnet and this is other subnet. Let us go to AWS console and launch our first VPC. So I am already into my AWS console. In search bar, I will search for VPC. Click on that. Here we can find launch VPC wizard. We will click on that. We will click on create. Now we will choose CIDR block. CIDR stands for classless inter-domain routing. It is the IP addressing scheme that has replaced older class-based IP system. In this system, a single IP address can be used to designate multiple unique IP addresses. So when we select 10.0.0.0/16, this CIDR block will consist of 65,531 IP addresses. So we will go with that only. Let us fill one name also. Test VPC01. As we discussed in that picture, public subnet is the logical division of VPC only. So out of this 65,531 IP, we will select 251 IP. So CIDR block range will be 10.0.0/24. We will select availability zone, that will be US East 1A, and name is pre-filled. We can change it or we can go with public subnet only. So we will go with public subnet only. We will click on create VPC. Okay, so our VPC has been successfully created. Now when we click on your VPCs, we can find test VPC1 that we created just now. The other VPC what we can see here, that is default VPC. When anyone will create its AWS account, there will be one default VPC. Now we have to create one private subnet also. We will click on subnets. While creating VPC, we created public subnet also. So we can find public subnet here. And this subnet is associated with test_VPC01, what we created just now. Let us create our second subnet. So we will click on create subnet. We will select VPC in which we want to create that subnet. So we will select test VPC only. Now we will give some name here. So I will select. Okay, so name is private subnet. We will select availability zone. So we will select US East 1B. Now we will select CIDR block. Since 10.0.0.0/24 is already associated with public subnet, we will give some different CIDR block range so that there won't be any overlapping. So CIDR block will be 10.0.1.0/24. It will also consist of 256 IP only. Click on create subnet. Okay. So we successfully created our first VPC, and in that VPC we launched two subnets called public subnet and private subnet. So here we can see that these two subnets are associated with test VPC01, and other subnet for which name is not there, they are associated with default VPC only. Now we will go ahead and launch instance inside these two subnets. We will search for EC2.
Since we already know how to launch an EC2 instance, we will fast forward the EC2 launching process. We will see the rest of the process after launching EC2.
So I have launched two instances in two different subnets. This public EC2 is launched in public subnet. So I will go in networking and see here we could see VPC ID is this one and name is test_VPC01 and subnet is public subnet only. Similarly, I launched this private EC2 in private subnet. VPC is test_VPC01 and subnet is private_subnet. Now again we will go to VPC and when we click on subnet, we will select public subnet only and then we will click on route table. Route table is the setup rules often viewed in table format, which is used in determining where data packets are traveling over internet will be directed. So route table only decides where to redirect the data packets. So for public subnet, route table has the two destination. One is local destination, means this is the CIDR block of VPC, means any services which is hosted in this subnet, they can communicate together because in its route table, destination is the CIDR block range. And one more destination is there, that is everywhere. 0.0.0.0/0 belongs to everywhere, means open to world, and it is through internet gateway only, means services inside this public subnet can also communicate to internet. But when we see for private subnet, we have only destination is CIDR block range, means it can communicate inside VPC only. There is no connection to outside world. That is why we can say this is private subnet, this is public subnet. So this was all about VPC. Now we need to clean these resources to prevent ourselves from getting unnecessary bill. But to keep this video short, we will clean these resources in next video. If you like this video, please hit that like button and also subscribe to my channel. We'll see you in another video. Until then, take care. Bye bye.